for giving the land, and I don't have to put any money down.
Now, are you keeping the asset?
It all depends. So I do keep a lot of assets, and I do sell a good amount too as well. So there's a balance where we have our portfolio split. We have some properties that are for build to sell,
And then
right,
built to
and
rent.
then build to keep. So for us right now, since we're still a young company, we got to keep making money to be able to buy more assets and more land. So it's kind of like, we're still working on that, but we do a little bit of both.
So it's like a little fine dance, a balance that you have to do because
Correct.
you can't sell everything because then you're gonna get hit with the taxes and
Exactly.
you'll be out of there the next year.
Right.
But you can't keep everything because then you'll be equity rich but cash flow
Okay.
poor if you're not.
Exactly.
I think one of the interesting things you talked about too is something that I've harped on to a lot of guys lately who have called me with questions about what to do with their first project, and I'm always encouraging people to build something that's multi-unit. So a duplex, triplex, quad. If you can get more than one door, it's so much better.
Right.
Because number one, in this current market that we're in, more doors are a lot easier for people to finance than just having one door.
Absolutely.
Having that burden of trying to pay, you buy a $300,000 house and trying to pay a $2,000 mortgage, or go and buy a $400,000 duplex and have a $2,500 mortgage. But now I got somebody next door renting the other unit out for $1,800, which drops my portion down significantly. Is just a great play in my opinion. And being able, like you also said, with having a plan. You said, well, I don't have to be too attached to this. I know a lot of guys, when you're doing your first deal, you can get attached to it, where you can be like, oh, this is my baby, this is my baby, this is the first one. But I tell people all the time, listen, build what's the easiest thing to get approved, which is a duplex in our city right now, and then move on and find the next lot. One of the things that was beautiful is you said you built one project and another lot opened up and you built another one and you built another, and they're all in the same area.
Right.
The same thing happened to one of my friends when she first started. She bought a lot in Sunnyside, 10,000 square feet, built 3 townhouses and a duplex on it, sold all 3 townhouses, kept the duplex. And the neighbor behind her, who had a 10,000 square foot lot, loved the project that we built so much that she sold her that land and we built the same project again. And then everybody started building townhouses around us. And she ended up keeping one of the townhouses, both duplexes, and she saw her appreciation in 5 years just skyrocket.
Right.
Because everybody else came in after she built, started building duplexes, started building townhouses. She was able to buy more land and leverage that and do other things. So
Right.
it's always important, like, number one, don't get attached to property. It's you're not in a marriage, it's not a lifelong thing. If you got to sell the property, sell it until you can get to a point where you can start holding the properties.
Correct.
So
I want to add to that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to add something to that. You touched on a big point where a lot of people are too attached to properties. You can't, especially when you're starting out.
Mm-hmm.
You need money.
You need it.
So if you say, "Oh man, I want to rent this out and keep it," okay, where are you going to get the funds to do the next project, right? Unless you're able to burr correctly, where you can pull out whatever funds you put in
and get cash back,
and then get cash back, and then literally do it again. If you can't do that, just sell it, and then, but obviously before you sell it, have something else that you want to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I see a lot of people like they make some money and then just go buy a nice car, which is nice, but then how are you going to do the next project? But to your point, like the lady you mentioned, you said she was able to buy more land,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure the funds that she made from the townhomes that she sold,
she went and bought more land. Yeah.
Exactly.
So she recycled the funds that
right.
she made, which another key point he said, don't just go and make the money off your first deal and go buy a car. Wait until you've got, like, I say at least 2-3 years of tax returns where you've shown that you're a high income earner. Then you can go out and buy that little car or buy that expensive house or something like that. Because now you've got projected revenue that's coming in and you've learned the business and you've grown it. I think sometimes we do try to grow too fast, either with, I want to hold because I want to have all these rental properties. Well, just real estate, it takes time, it takes a lot of time.
So I would say one way to balance market cycles would be multifamily properties, right?
Yes. And I've seen that a lot where like right now, the only thing that's selling quick are duplexes.
Mm-hmm.
like literally.
Well, it depends on the area too. Location is key.
Location is key, and quality of your duplex
Is key.
is key.
Yes, you can't just
I've
throw up
seen a
crap.
lot of people just